Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video that I think would be so beneficial to so many different people. It's going to be my top foundations as well as my favorite setting powders for these foundations. I personally have combination to oily skin, and I've used so many different foundations and I've tried so many, and it's just kind of like a trial and error thing with foundations. You kind of have to look around and dabble and get samples or buy the product and return them if you don't like them to kind of find the best fit for you. And for me, I have combination to oily skin. I get especially oily in my T-zone, so I prefer a foundation that's going to keep me not completely matte, but fairly matte, to the point where I'm not constantly having to blot and run to the bathroom to make sure that my face isn't like super greasy. So I tend to gear towards those that have matte finishes, and I have to use a setting powder no matter what foundation I use. But as of lately, I've actually enjoyed foundations that are a little bit more dewy and look a little bit more natural on the skin. Not that they're overly dewy where it looks like really greasy, but they're dewy where they kind of make you look glowy. So I've been really feeling that look right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna jump right into this and share with you the things I love the most. So the first of which is MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is my ride or die foundation. This is the first MAC foundation I've ever used, probably one of the first foundations I've ever used, and I absolutely love it. This is such an effortless foundation. I love the way it applies to the skin. It keeps you so nice. It makes your skin look so flawless, and it's not overly cakey, but if you do use a lot, it will look cakey. I will admit that, but I love the way this looks on the skin. No matter when I wear it, I always get compliments because it just looks so gorgeous and makes your skin look perfect, and for me it's just the perfect shade. I wear an NC44, and this has been such a great investment for me. I've gone through so many bottles and I absolutely love it. It doesn't give me excessive breakouts or anything like that. I know a lot of people don't like MAC foundations, but me personally, this has been a really good one, and I've used it so long, and I can't imagine my makeup routine without it because I never seem to get tired of it. No matter like what new foundations came out, this is just still my number one, and I absolutely love it. So again, this is the Studio Fix Fluid, and it has SPF 15 if you are interested in a foundation with SPF. The next foundation I really enjoy is one from Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I am in the color Toasted Toffee, and this is such a great foundation as well. The reason why I love this foundation is because when you apply this, your face will not move. This is going to be a foundation that keeps you really matte. You will barely have to blot. You'll probably have to blot like once or twice. This is really great because if you're taking any flash photography, any pictures really, this is not going to give you that white cast or that ring that a lot of foundations tend to give you. This is especially beautiful for brides, people who are in a bridal party, because of that flashback reason, and it just looks so good on the skin. If you have problematic skin, if you have blemishes that you want to hide, if you have any like discoloration or pigmentation problems, this is going to be a foundation that you will love because the coverage is unbeatable. The only thing I will say about this one as well is the fact that it can get cakey. This is a product that is very thick, and you will have to apply it, I think, best with a beauty blender because it will shear out the product, but it'll still make it look good. But don't think that you'll look cake face in this. You will look beautiful. This is a stunning foundation, and I think it's great, especially if you have oily skin. This is going to be something that you will love, and it's gonna just do you so well. And once you try it, I swear to you, you will never let go because it is so amazing. So yeah, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. The next foundation is fairly new to me, but I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. When I got it, I had to put it away because I was using it so much and not using any of my other foundations, and I was like, all right, Sam, lay off. So the foundation I'm talking about is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This foundation is so beautiful on the skin. I cannot even put into words how great it looks on the skin. It is so beautiful. It's so weightless, as it says. When you apply it, you don't need much. It is a very full coverage foundation, but it feels like you are wearing nothing on the skin, which is unbelievable because a lot of full coverage foundations feel like you're wearing foundation, and this is the opposite of that. It feels like you have nothing on the skin. It literally takes like 1 to 2 pumps to cover your whole face and you will have a flawless finish. Nothing will show through. It is great. You won't have to conceal or anything for problem areas. It is just such a beautiful foundation, and I just can't stress enough how great it feels on the skin because it is so weightless and because it is so light. So you won't feel like your face is suffocating in foundation, and that's what I especially love about this. And I swear once you wear it, even though it will get a little bit dewy on the skin, you will have to blot. It looks beautiful. It doesn't look like you're greasy like I said before. It looks so good, and it gives you that like J-Lo kind of glow, because when you have your like natural oils come through your skin, it doesn't look like you're greasy. It just looks like you have like a little bit of glow to the skin. So I love this. I will suggest this to anybody. This is actually something that took me by surprise, and I could not be happier with a product. The next foundation I love, and this one is from the drugstore, is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. I'm in the color Classic Tan. Now me personally, if you watch my channel, I just tend to gear towards more high-end makeup. I do not like drugstore products like as far as foundation and eyeshadows and stuff like that. I like to use things that are a little bit higher end because I feel like the product in itself is better. So when I found this foundation at the drugstore, I was pleasantly surprised because I just don't like drugstore foundations. They don't work well for me. I don't like the way they look on my skin. I just don't like them. But this one is amazing. This one has a primer in it as well, so you don't have to worry about priming. But this is so nice. It is very full coverage. It's like medium to full coverage. It looks great on the skin. It wears very well. You can wear this for a very long time. It doesn't break up or anything like that, so I was very happy. And for the price point, you really cannot beat it. It's gonna be something that like will be your go-to, especially if you're a working girl and you don't want to use your high-end foundations on a day-to-day basis. This is a great alternative because you will have great coverage and your face will look flawless, but you will be paying a fraction of the price. So that's why I absolutely love this foundation. I wear it so much, and you can see it's like over halfway gone. So it's definitely a product that I think that is really worth it, and for the price point, I'm just so surprised about how great this product is, and the stay power is unbelievable. The next foundation I have for you guys is the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. This foundation is incredible. I love it. If you watch my channel, you know that I have mentioned this before. I'm in the color M64. This one is a little bit pinky. I have more of yellow undertones, but it still matches me very well, especially when I bronze. This foundation is also like the Estee Lauder. Once you put it on, it's not going anywhere. The thing about this foundation though is that it's extremely thick. So when you apply it, you're gonna feel like you have product on your skin, and you might feel a little cake face, and it's very easy to look cakey with this foundation, especially if you have texture in your skin. But the best way to avoid that is to apply it with a beauty blender, as I always say. The beauty blender is perfect, especially for a really thick, heavy coverage foundation like this. It's gonna work well because it's gonna shear out the product a little bit and not put it on so heavily. It's gonna make it look more natural. But this is a great foundation. It's really good if you have oily skin as well, because it's not gonna make your oil like peek through as quickly as most foundations. It kind of keeps your oils at bay, which is really great. But again, like I said before, it's very thick, it's very heavy on the skin, so that's like kind of the bad part about it for people who don't like to wear like heavy foundations. I don't feel like you'll really like this, but once you apply it, it stays on. It looks great. It will last you forever and ever and ever, especially if you have blemishes and things like this. This will definitely cover those problematic areas, and it will make your skin very seamless. So that is why I really like this product at the end of the day, because even though it's thick, it looks really good. And when I apply it with my beauty blender, can't touch me, girl. Can't touch me. So yeah. So the last foundation I have is a more lightweight foundation. This is the Tarte BB Cream. I am in the color Tan. This is such a great product. I love the way it feels. If you're somebody who has really oily skin, you may not like this because it's got that like silica-esque feeling, and it kind of reminds me of a primer. I love those silicone primers, so that's what it kind of reminds me of, but with coverage. And it's not heavy coverage, it's a very lightweight coverage. This is something you wear when you are going to the pool, going to a barbecue. If you have really good skin and no problematic areas, this will be a foundation that you will enjoy because it's very light and it's not going to be heavy on the skin, and it feels really beautiful and your natural skin will peek through. So it's really great. I love the way it looks. It has just the perfect amount of coverage without being too heavy. So I really enjoy this. This is a fabulous product from Tarte. And if you're somebody who does have problematic skin, this is a really good primer. You know, you can use this underneath your foundation, but just be careful because you don't want to look like you have too much product on the face. But it's very lightweight, and like I said before, it's kind of like that primer-esque feel, so it won't be like too cakey on the skin. But this is such a great product across the board. I love it. The product is just unbelievable. I know I've said that about all of these, but these are so great. I love these products, and I have a ton of foundation, so you know, for me this is really saying a lot. So moving on from foundations, I'm going to go into powders. These are the powders. I don't really have a specific powder. I use a specific product, but I have like 4 things that I absolutely love. They have worked for me very well. The first of which is the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. I'm in the color medium dark. This has been the first setting powder I have ever owned, and I bought it when I bought that MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is a great powder because it's great to the point where it won't overly, you know, add too much color to the skin. Okay. Okay, this is a great powder because it's not going to make you look cakey. It sets your foundation without adding too much coverage. Sometimes you'll see girls with really thick coverage or really heavy coverage foundation, and then on top of it they throw a really full coverage powder, and it just is a quick way to make you look cakey. But this powder is great because it is like that. It's a setting powder. It's natural. It's not going to make you look like you have overly product your face up and you look crazy. It's just a great finishing powder. I've been using it for years. It's my favorite, and I suggest this to everyone because it is just such a great foundation setting powder to have in your collection. So the next setting powder I like is from Urban Decay. This is a really good foundation setting powder as well. I'm in the color Naked Dark. This I have hit pan on. You know how you have products in your collection and you don't realize how much you love them until you hit pan? That's me, because I have so much stuff I'm constantly rotating, and then like I like looked at this powder, I'm like, oh my god, you hit pan, Sam. You really love this. And I realized that the other day. I'm like, this is such a great powder. So this is also like the MAC one. It's really nice because it has, you know, a very nice coverage. It's very sheer. It's not overly cakey. It's not overly powdery. It sets foundation so beautifully. It's so nice. I love it. The thing I used to love about this more than the MAC one before they came out with the new packaging was that this came with a mirror, whereas the MAC one didn't. But now the MAC ones have it now too. But this is a great powder. I love it so much, and I will definitely be repurchasing it when I run out. And as you see, it's going to be quick. So yeah. So the next pressed powder I have loved, and this one is from Cargo. This is the High Definition Blu-ray Makeup. This is in the color 40. I bought this at Ulta one time when they were having a clearance of all Cargo products. So I'm not sure if this is still available in Ulta, but I know they sell this brand at Kohl's. But this is a great setting powder as well. Now this setting powder is geared more towards lightweight foundations. So if you have a really light coverage foundation that you have and that you're using and you want a more heavy coverage setting powder, this is a setting powder to use because it gives you a little bit more coverage than the MAC one or the Urban Decay one. This is going to add a little bit more coverage to your skin. So be mindful of that with this powder. It's beautiful. It sets really nicely, and it does, like it says, give you like such a flawless cover, like that HD effect. And I really like it. But again, I use this when I have on a really lightweight foundation, and I just add this baby on, and I feel like it adds the perfect amount of coverage for the look that I'm going for. Now the last foundation powder I have is one that is very pricey, and you've seen me mention this in my channel before, and it is the Giorgio Armani Microfill Loose Powder. I'm in the color 02. Now this powder has been one of the best powders I could have ever asked for, and it is pricey, and I will admit that. And when I saw the sticker price, I was like, because you know, it's like 50 or 60 bucks, but I've had this for like 2 years, and like look how much product is still in there. It is full. You definitely get your money's worth with this product, and it's great. It is like a cream color, but this is kind of like a powder that has multi-purposes, and I love it because not only do I use it to set my whole face, I use it to brighten as well. If you use it with a really fluffy brush, you can use this to set your whole face, and it won't make your face look like too bright. It won't make like you look ghostly. But if you add this with a beauty blender, like a damp one, underneath your eyes, and you put like a good amount of it, it will brighten that area but not look crazy. It's so great, and I love it because it's multi-purpose. So if I have somewhere to go and I'm traveling and I want to kind of keep my makeup bag at like as small as I can get it, I will throw this in there because it's something that I know I can use multi-purpose, and I can use it to set my whole face as well as underneath my eyes, whereas I usually pack 2 powders, one for setting underneath my eyes and one for setting my whole face. This baby gets the job done. I love the way it looks. It has these really finely milled flecks of glitter in it, or shimmer, and I just think it's beautiful. I love it. I think this is one of the best products created, and Giorgio Armani did an outstanding job with this. They have it in other colors. Like I said, I'm the color 02, but definitely take a look into it. Even if you could get a sample just to kind of see what I'm talking about, you will be hooked because it is amazing. This is such a great, great, great product. So yeah, this completes my video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about my hair. I just today got it done, and as you know, I've had really dark hair for a long time on my channel. I used to have like super blonde hair that had like all these blonde highlights, and then I was like, no girl, chill out, and I left my hair dark for a long time. So this was like a really big deal for me. I wanted to keep it dark but kind of add some color to it. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. It's kind of like an auburn, kind of brownish, reddish color. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.